All right, Shalom. All praises due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and Shalom to you brothers pushing this truth and sincerity. I'm Karatazab Bob back on another show. And this show is going to be entitled We Seek a New Heaven and New Earth. All right. You know, because us brothers in the faith who believe on Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, that's what we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to the new heaven and new earth, which is the kingdom of heaven that the Lord promised us. Okay, because we understand that us living in this present day world, which is a world filled with wickedness. Us trying to live righteous in this wicked world, and ultimately, this world is not for our rest. Okay. As long as we're here, we're gonna constantly go through afflictions, tribulation, catching hell, and just living in a society is all kind of burdens you have to deal with as Jake in this society. All right. So we understand that, look, when Yahweh Shah comes to issuing the kingdom, that's when better days are going to, come pretty much, where we will be at peace and no longer have to go through the sufferings that we go through in this life. All right. So, first scripture I want to get, let's get the book of Slakia. Let's get the book of Isaiah chapter 65. I'm going to start from verse 17, and it reads, For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. Yeah, that's right. So the Lord is going to create a new heaven and a new earth. That's not literally talking about an actual new earth. Is what it's saying is the Most High is going to make everything refresh, all right, with righteousness. Okay. And the heaven being rulership. Because right now, this is the so-called white man's heaven. This is his rulership. This is his time to reign. Okay. And he's ruling the earth, this current earth. And he's ruling the earth in wickedness. All right. And that's why the earth is out of course. The earth is defiled. Real quick, let's get that. Let's see. Earth defiled. Isaiah 24 and I'll go right to the point. Isaiah 24 and 5, it says, The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broke the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the whole earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. Yeah, so the inhabitants, the earth is defiled. Salakia. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. And who's the inhabitants? The ones ruling is Esau, Edom. And he's the main one that defiles the earth, okay? Why? Because he don't uphold the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. All right, one of the major laws is the land Sabbath. Okay, where you supposed to use you pretty much till the land 6 years, and the seventh you let it rest. But Esau doesn't do that. He abused the land for all its resources. Okay, and that's why the vegetation don't grow the way it's supposed to. Okay, because Esau abused the earth. And then Esau also mixing seed, splicing, and things like that. all right? Chemtrails and all this pollution he pollutes the earth with, okay? Pollutes the mind of the people with his philosophies, got homosexuals walking around, things of that nature. So this whole earth is out of course, all right? Why? Because Esau is spreading his wickedness. Okay? So let's go back to Isaiah 65. So the Lord is going to make a new heaven and a new earth. Let's read that again. Isaiah 65, verse 17 says, "For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth." And that's going to be the kingdom of heaven, with the rulership of Yahweh Shah and Israel. Okay? Because that's it's going to be Yahweh Shah's kingdom, Yahweh Shah's heaven, and a new earth, which is going to be this earth, but it's going to be replenished. Okay? The wickedness is going to be destroyed out of it. All right? The earth is going to be, pretty much cleansed. All right? And that main cleansing is going to be by that thermonuclear fire, which is going to cleanse the earth. It's going to cleanse the earth of its wickedness, and everything is going to be refreshed again after. Okay? So it says, "For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy." Yeah, that's right. So, it's like it. Let me read it again. Read it again. Verse 18. It says, "But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy." And that's right. So the kingdom of heaven, what is that saying? The kingdom of heaven is going to be for Israel. Okay? Because the Lord said he create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. Who's the people? The people is children of Israel. Okay? So in this new heaven and this new earth, that's where Israel is going to be ruling. All right? Because what you have, these Christians, they believe that in the Lord's kingdom, all nations are going to be ruling together in harmony. But that's not so. In the Lord's kingdom, the kingdom is going to be to Israel. All right? Israel is the only people that's going to be ruling. And all other nations are going to be subjected under us. Okay? Real quick, let's go to Daniel's chapter, I believe it's chapter 2. Daniel 2:44. "In those days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed." Yes, so that kingdom which shall never be destroyed is the kingdom of heaven. All right, Yahweh Shah's kingdom. After Yahweh Shah comes back and overthrow all these nations. All right, the rulership of all these nations. All right, and mainly starting with Esau, all his empires. Yahweh Shah is going to take them all down. And it says, "And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever." Yeah, so the kingdom is not going to be left to other people. Because the kingdom of heaven is only going to be for the saints. The saints are the Israelites, okay? Those are the people that are separate, that the Most High separated and sanctified unto himself, outside of all these heathen nations, okay? So the kingdom of heaven is not going to be left to other people. The kingdom of heaven is only for the nation of Israel, which you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Let's go back. Isaiah 65. Isaiah 65, verse 18 again says, "But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying." Yeah, so that's right. So the voice of weeping shall no longer be heard in her. So there's going to be no more weeping and crying in Jerusalem. All right? No more weeping and crying in Jerusalem. Pretty much all the hell that we catch in society, all of our burdens, okay? All about, our sicknesses, you know? Hey, hell, look, I'm sick right now, coming down with a cold, maybe a flu, coughing. But in the kingdom of heaven, man, we ain't gonna have to go through that. All these infirmities, that we have to go through in this mortal flesh. All that's gonna be done away with. Okay? And that's what we're looking for, because just living our lives in this current world is pretty much just a burden to us. Okay? Because of unrighteousness that goes on. Real quick, let's go to Revelations 21. Revelations 21, and it reads, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth was passed away, and there was no more sea." Yes, so the first heaven and the first earth was passed away, which is this present world, all right? Which is going to be destroyed by that fire, and that thermonuclear fire is going to burn up Esau in these nations, okay? That's in, rulership. So the first heaven and the first earth is passed away, okay? And the new heaven and new earth, which is the kingdom of heaven, all right? Which is going to be a righteous earth. A righteous earth. And pretty much the earth is going to go back to being that paradise that, how it was created to be in the beginning, all right? Everything is going to be natural again. The food's going to be natural. The vegetation, the fruits and vegetation going to grow the size it's supposed to normally grow, like how it did in the ancient world, all right? So, everything is going to be a paradise again. Verse 2, "And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband." Yeah, and that's the elect, which is coming down out of those chariots, all right? The so-called UFOs, the spaceships. We're gonna be coming down out of those chariots back on the earth, because the chariots are gonna be the vehicles that deliver us from that thermonuclear fire. All right. So after that fire is done, we're gonna come back down on the earth. Okay. New Jerusalem, that city, which is the elect, because Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. And it says, as a bride adorned for her husband, because we are we are married into the Lord. All right. We are married into Yahweh Shah. So we're like Yahweh Shah, us being joined to Yahweh Shah, like a bride being joined to her husband, okay? Verse 3, "And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their power. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes." Yeah. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. Who eyes? Israel. Okay. And God gonna wipe away all our tears, our sorrows, our pains, our troubles. He's going to remove that from us. It says, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things have passed away. So all these are going to be former things. Death, pain, sorrow. All right, we ain't got to worry about family member dying from cancer, diabetes, whatever, or your cousin getting shot down in the streets. You ain't gonna have to worry about that no more, because the Lord is gonna take away death from Israel. All right, no more sicknesses, no more, struggling, paying rent, this bill, that bill. All right, the burdens that Esau put upon us, living in poverty. We ain't gonna have to worry about that. See, these things we have to worry about in Esau's society, Esau's rulership, okay? Because, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, all right? And if the wicked is ruling the earth, of course, the people he's ruling over, he's going to oppress, all right? And we are being oppressed in this world. Real quick. I go Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29 and 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Yeah, that's right. So when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, man. And, that's why this world is not in the state of rejoicing, because the righteous is not in authority. Yahweh Shah is not back. The Israel is not in a position of leadership, okay? Hey, the scriptures tell you when this man go down, man, even the nations is gonna rejoice. Real quick, Isaiah 14. We're gonna go back to that. Isaiah 14, and stuff in 5, Isaiah 14:5. The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Yeah, and this is future. This is in the future when the Most High takes the so-called white man out of power. Okay, he's gonna break his rulership. So it says, he who smote the people with wrath. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. Yeah, and that he is Esau, okay? He's the one who smote the nations with wrath and with a continuing stroke. All right, Esau is the one who's going across the world telling all these nations what they can do and what they can't do. All right, and if they don't follow suit, what Esau do? He drop bombs on them, invade their places, send his military there. Okay, send his military to take these nations' resources, things like that. All right, but once this man goes down, that burden on these nations is gonna be lifted off of them. So it says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, man. So when Esau is destroyed, the earth is going to be at peace. Why? Because there's going to be no wicked to rule. And ultimately, after Esau is done away with, annihilated, that's going to be that ultimate peace, man. Because Esau, he's going to serve his 1,000 years of slavery, and then he's going to be destroyed. So it says, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. Yeah, that's right. So the fir trees and the cedars is referring to the nations, okay? And the fella is like an axeman. So it's, since once the wicked go down, there's going to be like no axeman to come up against these nations or these trees to cut them down. All right. Why? Because Esau is going to be destroyed. All right. And all these Esau and these other nations, they all going to serve their time of slavery. But after the nations serve their judgment, they're going to get their lands back, and they're going to have to keep our laws, statutes, commandments. But we're not going to be ruling over them, with hardcore bondage for the rest of for the rest of eternity. They're going to get their lands back and be able to live. All right. So they're going to somewhat be at peace, once the so-called white man is ultimately destroyed. All right. Because we're going to rule in righteousness. The so-called white man, he rules in wickedness, man. And once the white man goes down, the earth is going to be at peace, man. All right. So let's go back to Proverbs. Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Yeah, that's right. And when Yahushua comes back and take the authority, the people are going to rejoice, man. Because this is going to be a righteous rulership. It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Yeah, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, okay? And the earth is in the state of mourning. Why? Because the so-called white man is ruling, all right? Just look at this society, man. The so-called white man, he's always finding a way to put burdens upon the people, okay? Like another thing now is you have in New York, in Manhattan, you have the congestion prices, $9 congestion prices, okay? Where people driving in and out of the city, they got to pay this toll on a daily, all right? Which is, it accumulates, all right? It accumulates, and people are complaining about that. But there's a lot of things that the people are complaining about, the oppression of the government and them, pretty much everything is about money, all right? Everything is about getting into these people's pockets and taking everything that they have. From this tax, that tax, they tax you on everything. Okay. Whatever if you make a certain amount of money, about time you get your check, they damn near take half of that, and they take a large portion. You left with the rest, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. All right. But this is the society we live in. We live in a society of oppression. Why? Because the wicked is bearing rule, and that's why we in a state of mourning. And ultimately, Jake is the ones that's more in that heavy state of mourning. Okay. Look at everything that Jake complained about, from the living conditions, the areas that they live in, the areas that they live in, the money, the job. They don't have the jobs to they don't have the type of jobs to where they can make the money to maintain where they live. Okay. So Jake don't have the fair opportunity that Esau has in, achieving certain careers, going to certain, schools. So this society is oppression unto Jake, man. So our people as a whole, we still in a state of mourning to this day. Let's see, Micah. I believe it's Micah 2. Micah 2:10 says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Yeah, so arise ye and depart. This is not your rest. So we understand this place is not our rest. It's not our place of rest. As long as we're living in America, we are going to go through some type of oppression. We're gonna catch some type of hell. Go through some type of burdens. All right, because it's not our rest, and this place is polluted. Okay, the minds of the people are polluted with the philosophies of Esau, polluted, from going that verse from keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father. All right, this place will cause you to go off, man. All right, so we need to get the hell up out of here. And the only way up out of here is through Yahweh Shah, believing in on Yahweh Shah, all right, and waiting on his return. Which 2025, man, the years is drawing real. The years is drawing nigh to the comeback of the Lord. All right, which we hope sooner than later. But yeah, man, we need to get the hell out of here. Let's go to Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 13. Hebrews 13 and 14. It says, For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Yeah, that's right. For here we have no continuous city, but we seek one to come. And yeah, and that continuous city that we seek to come is the kingdom of heaven. All right. That's what we're looking forward to. The kingdom of heaven. Oh man, because look, this present place we're in, man. Nothing's promised to you here. You got jakes that whatever, buy homes. They think things is gonna go well for them in the future, and certain situations happen. Or Esau, with his with all his schemes and scams, man, and you lose your home or whatever, man. People put their faith in America and their future and the American dream, and it all came crashing down to them. Look what happened in the pandemic. Look how many Jakes lost their homes in the pandemic. Just after just buying a home. All right, then the pandemic came, and what? They couldn't work. They lost their jobs. Certain jobs didn't make it through the pandemic. They lost their jobs. They lost their homes, and what? We're homeless. Okay. So we know everything in this society is temporary. Okay? We don't know what could happen tomorrow. We live in day by day. We live in check by check. All right? Hoping we get by. Because anything can happen. But what we seeking a place which is prepared for us, which is the kingdom of heaven. All right? Where we don't have to worry about none of these things no more. Let's give one more scripture. Let's go to 2 Peter chapter 3. 2 Peter chapter 3. Okay. I could start up. Let's start from 10. It says, But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. That's right. So the works, everything is going to be burnt up in the society, okay, by that thermonuclear fire. So it says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Yeah, so we know that fire is coming. We're supposed to be conducting ourselves as righteous men, okay? So it says, looking for and hastening to the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Yeah, so we're looking forward to the day. That's what we're looking forward to, the day of the Lord, and hastening. We want that to come more than anything. We're not looking forward to things in the world to come as the rest of the world. We're not looking forward to let's say what we got, Easter coming. We're not looking forward to 4th of July to come in, or next Christmas and Thanksgiving. You know, these things the people of the world are looking forward to, okay? Or whatever, etc. We're looking for the day of the Lord to come. We're looking for the kingdom, man. So it says, verse 13, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So that's what we're looking for, that new heaven and new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. And we know it's coming because the Most High made a promise, all right? With our forefathers, that we, pretty much is going to get that kingdom, man. So we're waiting for that, and enduring until Yahushua returns and, issuing the kingdom of heaven, all right? So, with that, I hope brothers learn something. I'm going to say all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, and Shalom to the elect. Shalom.